Hi there, you're on the WordPress YouTube channel. My name is Valerie, and this video is part of a series of lessons and workshops about blog themes and site editor. If you're new here, welcome. Today, I'll briefly touch on what sidebars are in the context of a blog themes layout, and we compare them with sidebars of the classic themes. I'll also explain what functionality sidebars should perform and why should you add one to your WordPress website? If these are some of the questions you have been asking about, you're in luck as they are all answered in this video. First, let's figure out what a sidebar is. Sidebars are a common feature found on many websites. A WordPress sidebar is an area on a WordPress website, usually a vertical column or bar alongside the main content area, which displays extra information or a navigation menu. Some WordPress themes include a sidebar on the right, left, or both. Some themes give you the option to enable or disable them. Many WordPress themes only provide the sidebar on the blog and archive pages. For example, now you see the blog page of the Prime FSE theme by WordPress. Themes like Divi include a sidebar builder where you can name the widget area and start adding widgets or blocks. You can also build multiple sidebars and show them on specific post types. For example, you can take advantage of the different pages for e-commerce websites. In this video, as I've already said, we'll focus on blog themes and what has changed since WordPress introduced Site Editor. You already know that blog themes and Site Editor were introduced in WordPress since the 5.9 release. Before this new era of WordPress, a sidebar of the classic theme is referred to as a widget area where you can place widgets and blocks. So it's a widgetized section of your WordPress site where you can display content different from the main web page. For example, a widget may display a list of your special features, most common published blogs, or even a video. You can also customize the sidebars via widgets. The main downside is that widgets can only be inserted where our theme will allow us. So clearly, classic themes are more difficult to customize, especially for global site elements and templates. In contrast to classic themes, a blog theme relies on blocks. This means that you can place blocks anywhere you might have previously wanted widgets to appear. Moreover, many of the widgets already have blocks that can do the same things. These are still blocks, but they're just under the category of widgets so that users can understand that these blocks act like widgets. For example, calendar, latest post, page list, search, and others. Instead of using widgets and the customizer, blog theme owners employ the site editor and template editor to make changes, and this allows a lot more flexibility as users can edit everything from headers and footers to templates, all this using blocks. A sidebar, like any other template part of your site, can be created and edited within templates provided by a theme. For example, an archive page or an 404 page. You can also add a sidebar inside the custom template. Sidebars can also be created inside the site editor separately from the template and only then applied to the needed template. Similar to sync patterns, any changes you make to a template part will apply across all templates that use that template part. It means if you decide to edit the sidebar on your site, edits you make to it will apply across all templates that use that sidebar. Okay? So, what does it mean for users? Users can create a consistent look and save time as they don't have to reconstruct the same sidebar on multiple pages. On top of that, it's possible to use the sidebar either across an entire website or a single page, or create multiple iterations of sidebars for different pages. If you're still confused with new terms and new principles of works in the site editor, after watching this video, I strongly recommend you to watch at least two videos on our channel. The first one is dedicated to template parts, and the other one, we compare template parts with patterns. By the way, very often we use patterns to build template parts. The links to these videos will be in the description box as usual. Moreover, you can also check more videos on our YouTube channel for more in-depth tutorials. We have a playlist devoted to full site editing experience, where we share basic knowledge with our subscribers. So don't hesitate and subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon for basic tips, tricks, and tutorials on everything related to WordPress and full site editing. Sidebars come in handy in a variety of situations. The sidebar is an important tool that you shouldn't overlook. Your ultimate goal as a site owner is to get people to take action, right? Whether that's clicking a link, reading a post, becoming a lead, buying a product, or something else. You want your audience to take some kind of action. Let's check some practical uses of sidebars in WordPress, and of course, and for sure you can combine several tactics at the same time. You can add a search box to your sidebar to make it easier for people to find information through your content archives by using a keyword or phrase. You can also utilize your sidebar to provide navigational assistance as well. In WordPress sites, navigation menus are often found in the headers. Nevertheless, you might find that adding some navigational links to your sidebar is a great idea too. What's more, using sidebars, you can highlight your most recent, featured, or popular content, like most popular posts or recent posts. This will boost your SEO performance and attract more traffic to your content. In addition, you can place your email subscription form on the sidebar to encourage your readers to subscribe to updates or a newsletter if using a plugin like MailChimp. Another use of a WordPress sidebar is to encourage your site visitors to follow you on social media. Your sidebar is also an excellent location for advertisements and promotional banners. To create your perfect sidebar, join us in a practical part. In the next video, I'll show you how to create a sidebar in the site editor using blocks. So don't miss this workshop. So I think that's it for this video. We have covered all the basics that you need to know about sidebars in the blog theme. So now if you want to create a new or customize the existing sidebar, you won't have to go through lines of code to figure out how to do it, and you won't have to use widgets on specific parts of your theme. Blocks are all you need when it comes to blog themes. You can experiment and play around with various blocks to achieve the perfect look of your sidebar. If you have any questions regarding classic or block themes, feel free to drop them in the comment section below. I'd be happy to help you out with your questions and doubts. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video, where I'll show you how to create a sidebar in the site editor and add it to your template. Have a nice day. Bye bye.